So, guys, we all see the power outages in Texas, right? I think it's over 2 million people without power right now. And I saw some people last night on you know Twitter. The people were sleeping in their car with their heat on because it's literally like it's a blizzard right now in freaking Texas. It's a freaking snowstorm. And without power, and without the heat on, and with Texas without some people in the fire with a fireplace, they're most likely gonna be cold all night. Some people might end up getting hypothermia. They probably can't move a muscle right now. They can't move a finger. And apparently I didn't even know Texas went freaking green. I didn't even know that. But let's use this as an example that green energy does not always work. Green energy should not be a contributing factor right now. Yeah, the green energy does not always work. Let's take a look at this. Nearly half of Texas installed wind power generation capacity has been offline because of frozen wind turbines in West Texas, according to Texas grid operators. Wind farms across the state generate up to a combined 25,100 megawatts of energy, but unusually moist winter conditions in West Texas brought on by the weekend's freezing rain and historically low temperatures have iced many of those wind turbines. As of Sunday morning, those ice turbines comprise 12,000 megawatts of Texas installed wind generation capacity. Although the West Texas turbines don't technically spin to their full generation capacity this year. So right now that was from who was that? Who was that from? Austin American Statesman. Here's Fox Business. Freezing weather idled many of the state's wind turbines and resulted in reduced oil and gas production, impacting the electricity generations that rely on fossil fuels. Every grid operator and every electric company is fighting to restore power right now. Electric Reliability Council of Texas President ERCTO and CEO Bill Magnus said in a statement, ERCOT manages power for more than 26 million Texans, about millions, and about 90% of the state's electric load. So, on Tuesday morning, ERCOT tweeted, "We should be able to restore some customers this afternoon due to additional wind and solar output and additional thermal generation that has told us they expect to become available. But the amount we restore will depend on how much generation is actually able to come online. Sub-zero temperatures and wind chills are expected to persist through Tuesday, leading to further pressure on the grid. The unprecedented demand has caused spot electricity prices in Texas Web Hub to spike above the grid's 9,000 per megawatt hour cap. Power typically costs $25 per megawatt." So, again, this is absolute proof that green energy does not always work, especially in times like the winter. If the wind turbines get frozen and the solar over time, and the solar panels don't generate UV lights and all that stuff, then you're screwed. My thing is, we want to go solar panel, but what about energy during the nighttime? What about the nighttime when people are probably working nighttime and they and they out there doing stuff. They probably at a club. They probably at parties. Probably stuff like that. Schools events. Sports events or something like that. What about those times? Apparently those times. Apparently people have not really thought about those times, and Joe Biden and freaking AOC Kamala Harris wants to go into green energy. They obviously have no idea how. I have not seen Joe Biden or AOC comment on this about the things that happen in Texas with solar energy. How can they expect green energy to work. But when this happens, they can't prove no solution. And Joe Biden just took 10,000 jobs away from pipeline workers for energy. So good job. So good job again, people who voted for Joe Biden. You played yourself. People in Texas who voted for Joe Biden, you played yourself, because this is Texas. This is Texas' fault as well. Because why would you normally make Texas a solar panel when Texas is the biggest state in the United States? And do you guys not realize that like oil and gas and fossil fuels is what drives a lot of energy in the United States? But apparently everybody wants to go solar panel. No, that's not what we should do. That is not what we should do. Like I said, green energy does not always work. It doesn't. And for people who believe it, tell me why China is not banking on it right now. And people want to talk about global warming. Right? You want to talk about global warming? Global warming just shut down millions of homes in Texas. So this should be a sign saying green energy does not always work. This should be let this be a sign. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. See y'all next one. Peace.